So hi and welcome everyone, and hi Mark.
Hi.
So my name is Gabor Sabo, and you're watching the Code Maven channel. And if you're here present, then I'm welcome you that you joined us. Thank you very much. This is going to be an experimental pair programming style application writing. I started to learn a little bit of Mojolicious, and Mark knows quite a bit more. So the idea is...
I don't know about that.
Well, it would be difficult to know less than I do. But the idea is that we have I have a project idea that I would like to have built, and Mark is going to primarily help me or tell me what to do, how to write. We'll discuss things, and that's the way. And at the same time, I'm trying to learn Mojolicious. You who are around here, joined here, you're welcome to use the chat to comment, to ask questions, give ideas when we are got stuck. And I'm sure that we're going to be stuck. Then at certain points, we'll have to look up the documentation and whatnot. Feel free to help us and search for various things and give us directions. I'm sure that it will be a great help. So hi, Mark, please, I think it's a good idea that you take a minute or so or whatever, just to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. My name is Mark Gardner. I've been a Perl developer in one way or another for around 25 years now. And I work for a web hosting company here in the United States where the majority of our code base is in Perl. So that's kind of nice. Recently, I've been dabbling in working on microservices using Mojolicious, since that's the architectural direction that my company is going into. And I've also been blogging for the past couple months, doing various Perl blogs, different topics. Try to get one out once a week. And I'm grateful that Gabor here has invited me to do this pair programming session live. It's a new experience for me. I've done pair programming at work, but never live without a net in front of an audience.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think it's going to be a lot different, or maybe a little bit unnerving at the beginning, but then it's just think about us that just we are the two of us, and then sometimes people will help, and it's actually can be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen where I have opened. So let me just do this here. So on this page, which is on the Perl Maven site, I put some plan of the idea behind this project, which is basically I teach various programming courses, sometimes even Perl, but unfortunately there's not a lot of requests for that, or testing with Perl, sometimes Python, sometimes other things that I teach. And one of my courses now, I've been running a course which is like a programming boot camp, where like 35 students and I think 50 exercises or so, and they were just submitting them, and it was really hard for me to manage, to know which one to respond to look at them and give some responses, and let them also see that I've received their submission, that I've reviewed them. In many cases, because they are beginners, in many cases the comments are basically the same thing for each one of the for each person. I have to give the many times the same comment specifically to their programs. So I thought that it would be nice to have an interface where they can upload these solutions instead of just sending in a Dropbox. That's what they did for now. And then on the web interface, I could have these prepared messages pre-prepared. I don't know how to say it in English. It's pre. It already has a pre in it. So canned messages that I can send, and basically I don't know, use functions, and I don't know, use variables with multiple letters, all kind of these things that I quite often I say the same things. So this is the plan. We can start doing it, okay? And then we'll see where we get, and we can come back to this. I'll put the link in the chat as well, so if anyone would like to have a look at the plan, sort of. So let's start, Mark.
Okay. Well,
I have a terminal here.
Yep. I think the first step is going to be using the Mojo. Have you installed Mojolicious?
I have the latest Mojolicious. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't found out what new stuff is in Mojolicious 9 yet. So
actually, I just run cpan in case it wasn't
the
latest. It wasn't the latest. Sorry.
Yeah, they've been iterating pretty fast on this version 9 thing.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see here. Mojolicious, it has a command for doing a lot of things, and one of the things it has is it will create the scaffolding for an app for us. So we're going to do that once this finishes installing.
Oh, I guess I can start it with the older versions, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I can check it. Hmm. $8.58. So it actually I didn't have the version 9. Oh, I'm surprised.
Okay.
I thought I installed it.
That's okay. You know, it's hard to keep up with things.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with frameworks and stuff. Just ask the JavaScript kiddies.
Okay, it's done. Okay. So
okay, so yeah, there's this Mojo command. We can do Mojo -- help just to get the basic help for things. And it's got a bunch of different subcommands, and the one we're interested in, I think, is generate.
Mm-hmm. So I put in generate and help.
Yeah, that's
okay.
So it has a generate app and generate light app for generating the scaffolding for an application. So I guess the first thing, are we in a directory that we're going to be saving everything? This X directory?
So I just created. I have just a directory which is empty, and we can create a subdirectory or whatever. I just use this so I won't start showing all kind of other directories around that might be private.
Right. Okay. So generate app, basically it takes, let's see here.
And then the name of the app.
The name of the app. So this is one of the hard problems in computer science, naming things.
Yeah.
One thing that I do when I'm naming things is, first thing is I decide whether or not it's something that I'm going to release to CPAN or not. If it's something that I'm not releasing to CPAN, I precede the name of the package where I'm creating the app with local. So it's local : reason being that you're guaranteed that anything you install off of CPAN will never install into local.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that.
No, I don't think that I will release it to CPAN, but I will. But it's definitely public, so it's going to be open source, so anyone can use it. So
okay, so we won't do that then.
I think I can course management. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That doesn't matter. Later we can rename it, I guess.
Yeah.
So do I write it this way or with a dash?
No, it's with the colons.
Okay. So that's it, right?
That's it. And boom, You've got
So
you've
it
got a whole
created
bunch of things there.
So it created this layout. Okay.
Yeah, and let's go over some of the stuff that's in there. You've got that. The first file you see there is course management.yml. That's a YAML file with configuration items that you can put in there. So if you want to have a config file that gets loaded using the config Mojolicious plugin.
Okay.
It created for you 2 Perl modules. One, that management.pm, which is the contains the basic application, running things as startup, such as loading up the configuration and setting up routes. So you can see it's set up routes, and he set up an example route on /
Yeah.
to call.
Okay.
I'll just point out that that way of calling routes there, that example #welcome, that's going to go to the example controller that it created, and then call the welcome method inside that controller. That's the convention that Mojolicious uses. So this is the example controller that it's set up for you.
Okay.
And it's really just a very simple thing that sends out a message saying welcome. It's like a hello world kind of thing. The one thing, if you also look in course management, it also created a bunch of templates, HTML templates for it to use.
I think it's in the templates directory. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's welcome.
How about is it example welcome?
Example welcome. Yeah. And this is using I forget what template. We can look in the docs. I forget which templating system it uses by default, but you can plug in other ones if you're more used to those.
No, it's okay. We also learned this one.
Okay. And let's see. There's also that layout file. That's sort of the a layout is kind of a template for the templates. Okay. That's
what is here. No, it was in the templates, layouts, and there. Okay.
Right, and that sort of gives you a thing that can wrap around your pages and provide a common look and feel for them. So you can have templates for a given controller, and then you can have a generic wrapper around all of them that has the typical HTML boilerplate or any other boilerplate for your site.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the scaffolding that we've got.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a test, of course. I forgot. In T, there's a basic test, and that will run right now if you want to.
So I don't have a make file or anything, so I just run proof -L, and it will hopefully run. Yeah.
Yeah, and it passes. If you want it.
Okay.
And it just checks to make sure that default route that it's set up works.
Yeah, and it says Mojolicious. Good. Okay. Shall I version control it? Whatever.
Oh yes, always.
Just let me see. That's everything is just the same. Okay, git add. Okay. Good. It's in version control.
Easy peasy. Did you want to actually load this up in a web browser to see what it looks like as the default?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's run it in the web browser as well. How do you do that?
Let's see here. If you do Let's see if you see that script file, script course management.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing that got created, and it's a Perl script that
I just run this one.
loads up the application for you. Yeah. So it has a bunch of options associated with it. The one you're interested in is daemon. Oh, do you already have a web server running? I think at port 3000.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, let me check my other. Yeah, okay. I was working on something. Okay.
You can change the port if you want.
No, it's okay. Okay, I just stopped the other one, so now I can start this one.
Yep, and so you can go to that URL there at localhost 3000.
Okay, and we are here.
Ta-da! Hello world, it works.
Okay.
Okay. Now we were discussing, you can hit Control-C to stop this.
Okay.
Now we were discussing before we started how we were going to build this, whether we were going to create sort of a web API or your REST-ish API for different parts of the system to get called. And because that's kind of the situation that I'm familiar with doing microservices and the like.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead with that?
Yeah, go ahead. Just do the API.
Okay. It might take a while.
Well,
if you remember, when I was blogging this, I spent the whole first article just on the API. I didn't write any actual Perl.
Oh no. Okay. So no. What I mean is just let's start to write code, and then we'll figure out the API, because I really don't know what the API should be.
Okay.
Okay. So I didn't mean that. Okay. What I think is I don't know. I mean, we can go in totally in your direction, that first planning out the whole API, but I actually, so I as the client, right, who are telling you what the application to do, I have no real idea. So I put down some notes here, but I don't really know. So let's start to build something that will make something work. Okay, so I don't know.
Okay, so let's pick something. Well, one thing you're going to probably want to do in all of this is you're going to have this store a bunch of stuff probably in a database. So that's another bit of prep work we have to do, is to have some place to store all of these things, the courses, the the exercises, things like that.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with storing in plain text files or some JSON files or configurations. So all these, but most of these admin stuff, like creating a new course or something, it can be configuration files. It doesn't have to have API. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because
right.
At least for now, I'm totally fine with, okay, I just upload a new configuration file, SSH it to my server, and then whatever, maybe I restart the server if I need it. Okay. So that doesn't need to be. So I can imagine that we just have a YAML file describing these things.
Okay. So let's start with that. Let's mock up a YAML file to list all the different list some courses and maybe some exercises that go into those courses.
Okay. Where do I put this?
Let's see. We have. Let's make a new directory for that. whatever you want to call it.
Okay. And then config, let's say. Okay. And I would say, okay, let's just have one course. I don't know if I need to type in, here is the name of the course. Let's say the bootcamp, programming bootcamp. I think let's even give it a time, 2021, let's say October. That's what next one I'm going to give. Okay, and then let's say exercises, and I can here have a list of exercises, I guess. And for now, I think so. HTTP code. Let's go with the Perl course. So code maven slides Perl talk and exercise hello world. So this is, let's say, the first exercise, and this is another exercise. So maybe later I'll need to add more information to these exercises. Maybe I need to have a title for each exercise and the URL, maybe. So it will have some thing to display, and then its URL. I don't know if I'm writing title, and this was the rectangular. It's not rectangular, it's rectangle, I think. I don't know the English. It's not, doesn't matter. Okay.
That's fine.
URL.
If we wanted to be really slick, we could maybe try pulling the title from the URLs, like whatever the HTML page title is, if you're organizing it that way.
Sorry, that wasn't what I wanted to put it here. We can do, but let's start with this, and then we can maybe. Okay.
Okay. Question: since the purpose of this is to store and review the responses from your students, where are we going to configure where we store those things? Like are we going to have like just one big directory for all of the responses? Is it going to be organized per exercise? How is it going to work?
And I don't know, per student. I think I would what I do now is that they upload it to Dropbox, and then Dropbox gives them the user the name of the person, prefix as it is the name of the person, and then I put them folders based on the name of the person.
Okay.
So I think that would be the good thing, is that when someone uploads a file, a solution, then it will go into a directory that's mapped to, so it will have a mapping of the course, the specific course, because and then inside the name of the person or some ID of the person, and probably the name is a good thing. So something that I can easily recognize, not just a number. Right. And then inside there is the name of the file that they used.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a good first start. I think
what about, yeah?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I saw that I can also, let's say, add here the name of the students. So because I configure the students, And then I can add the name of the students here.
Yeah, that would be good.
Actually, email addresses of students. Okay, so I put here students, and then I have what? Email, basically, email, and then foo@codemaven.com, and another student who is bar@pearlmaven.com. Okay.
Okay.
And then
we're going to be I mean, you're not, it's okay that those there's going to be a separate student list for every course. You're not going to have like the same student in several courses and want to.
Yeah, they will have probably, but we can start with just this, I think.
Okay.
The idea I thought is that we won't store passwords, username passwords, but they can log in by typing in their email address, and then the system sends them a message, an email message with a code, and then when they click on the code, then they are in.
Okay, well, that would be very slick. I don't know if we're going to get to that today. Okay. Well, let's
we can start with that.
Yeah, let's start with that. This is good so far.
So I would say we need a page that is public for registration, and a page which is private that shows let's say it will have also a name here. Okay, so I don't know if name and then email. Okay, so this is foo and this is bar. And then the person can come, type in their email address. It will be these are valid email addresses. So
okay,
we can actually try to see if if this is working.
Okay. This is getting more ambitious by the moment.
Well, maybe it's not a good idea to try to use this. Now I'm thinking of, I don't know how we're going to send emails from my machine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're eventually going to deploy this. That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's make sure that Mojolicious can actually load up this config file.
Okay. How do we do that?
First thing we're going to do is, well, before we get there, since the scaffolding already set up like a generic config file for the application, let's put an entry in there that that points to this file, so that if we need to rename it or load additional config files or whatever, we'll just put that in there. So let's call it course config, just so it's more descriptive.
Okay. And you said course config, right?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Okay.
All right. So next step, would you like to write a test to make sure it loads the config file, and then we'll and then we'll write the code that actually loads it? Or
Okay.
how do you want to do this?
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay. All right, so since this is something that's going to be loaded application wide, we'll probably put this inside of management.pm. Course management, no, not inside a controller, course/management.pm.
Ah, okay. I also switched languages in the meantime. Good.
Oops.
Okay,
so you see how it's got that line there that says
config.
my config. Yeah, that's going to load up the that loads up that not YAML config
Okay.
Mojolicious plugin, and then we can just treat config as a hash reference containing the data from that YAML file. So what we're going to want to do is load the YAML file inside of $config dref brace what did we call it again? Course config?
Yeah, I already forgot it. But I can copy paste it, hopefully. Okay.
Right. All right, so next step is make sure, do we have a YAML loading module we can use here?
That's good.
Okay.
I never remember how to use this though, but there
Nope,
is this load function. Yeah.
Yes, there is. Okay, so we can use this.
And there's a load file also. You give it a pass.
Right. Okay, so we'll use that load. We'll use YAML.
Okay.
Does it already export load file or load path or?
I see.
Oh no! It only exports dump and load. You have to.
Yeah, I always explicitly say whatever I want to import.
Okay, that's fair.
Regardless of whether it's default or not.
Okay, it looks like it's called load file, not load path.
Okay, sure. That sounds more correct. You see, I just saw it in 3 seconds ago and I already forgot it.
Yeah. Now, the other thing we're going to have to do is make sure.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make sure that it finds this relative to the application directory. It's because we just it needs to be able to find that regardless of what directory you happen to be running it from.
Okay.
If you look inside of that startup script that we had loaded before.
Which is in
script course management.
Okay.
You see how it says use Mojo file, curve file. Actually, hold on a sec. Let me see if there's another Mojolicious function, and if anybody from the chat wants to.
I noticed this Mojo home. That would girl doc. Okay, this Mojo home that would give me the home directory of the application.
Okay, so let's do it like that. Let's get Mojo home in there and then child.
Okay, and I think that it needs to call detect for some reason, so it won't do it when I call new.
Okay, so let's do that in here.
So I need to use Mojo home, and then I create the home. I tell it to detect, and then it says home child with this whatever is inside here.
Right.
Right, and I don't need this one. And I don't know what is this not YAML config plugin.
Let's look that up.
Not YAML config. So it was created automatically.
Mm-hmm. And it says it's a YAML configuration plugin that pre-processes its input with Mojo template.
Not quite YAML. It's
not quite.
It's not
Yeah.
YAML. It's not quite YAML. Okay.
Just enough YAML.
Okay. Almost YAML.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
funny because I was playing with Mojo DOM the other day, and it also advertises itself as not quite DOM.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of not quites here.
Okay.
But the advantage, I guess, is that you can put template variables inside of your YAML.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we could actually, I mean, there's a couple ways we could do this.
Can we just display the content on the web page for now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do that. Okay, so we got the course config stored in $course config, and now we need a way to pass that to a controller. This is where if you're not careful, you're going to have global variables all over the place.
So can I like call this, or I still don't route to controller? Welcome self. I mean, this is something global. Can we put it on self somehow?
Let's see. I think there's some kind of a stash or something that yeah, what is that?
So I think this is used to fill the template. Instead of calling just template and providing the values, you can prepare. So prepare some key value pairs, put it on the stash, and then when you run the template, then it has access to it.
Right, but it looks like that's per controller. You can, it says in Mojolicious, hold on, scroll down. When establishing a route, we can also specify some default values to add to the stash on each request. So maybe do that.
Sorry, so what should I do?
Sorry, go back to that web page where it says stash defaults. Scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
In establishing route, we can also specify some default values to add.
Like this?
Right.
But this is so it's different writing style. It says
this is using Mojolicious Lite.
Oh, and this is not like the fact that you're calling R get. That's
yeah. Okay. This is full strength Mojolicious here.
Okay.
So let's look. I'm pulling up. Mojolicious route.
You can tell me what to search for, and I'll search for it, and then.
Okay, let's look at Mojolicious routes. Wow, Google spell checks Mojolicious.
This one or the other one? There was another one here.
Let's do that second one. Be nice if we had Sebastian here. He could probably tell us.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he left.
Okay, so Mojolicious routes implements children inline.
Just to shout out to all the people who are here, if you know what to do and you're just laughing and with, oh, they are not knowing that, just let us know, please, okay?
Yeah.
That's why you are here, because now you can search in the background and give us the answer or some recommendation of the answer, at least. Okay?
Okay. So it's this R thing has a bunch of attributes and methods. Let's see if there's a method to use for putting things in the stash like they had for Mojolicious Lite.
There's no, the word stash doesn't. Okay, wrong window. I was typing in stash in the chat. Hash reference used placeholder and default values.
There, this looks good. This looks good.
So I put this. This is the one, right?
Yes. Let's put that in there.
Okay. So.
Or wait a sec. Go back to the web page.
There is one.
A hash reference and a code reference can be used to specify a callback value to be merged into the default hash reference used to specify optional placeholders in default. Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like that's what you're going to do. You're going to do that fat comma and then a hash ref.
So fat comma and the reference.
Yes.
So fat comma and the course config.
Yeah, that'll work. That gets everything in there.
Okay. Maybe we'll have to put it inside if you want to, if we need more of these, then we might put the whole thing into a hash. But for now, it's
just trying to future-proof it a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. So I'll be able to access it at something, and it won't be just sitting everything there.
Okay, so now let's see how we can pull values out of that, either in the controller or in our template.
Oh, so I can also already go to the template. Template example, and here. So I was playing with Mojolicious a bit, and I wanted to dump. Run data dumper or some similar thing here, and I always had to. I didn't know how to figure it out. Do you know how to dump this data here?
That's a good question. Let's.
Well, that means that you're not doing it all the time. So maybe you do something else.
No, I'm not doing it all the time. I haven't done much with Mojolicious templates at all.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see here. Let's first look to see how we can pull values out of the stash and put them into the template.
I think that's probably going to be enough, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, let's see. You know, worst comes to worst, we get nothing, or
No, it wanted daemon.
right. Hey, look, we got an array ref.
Okay. So we can do something with this.
Why is it it's an array ref because the YAML that we defined in there is an array.
Maybe. Okay. If I reload it, it won't reload, right? Can I tell it just to reload this one because it didn't reload?
I know that if you change controllers, if you change PM files and things like that, it automatically reloads the app. I don't know if it does that for templates.
Let's save it no, I didn't.
I guess not. Okay, so let's just Control C and then rerun it.
One, lovely.
One, because it probably evaluated that array, that dereferenced array in scalar context, and it says it has one element.
So if it has one element, then it won't be much.
I don't know if we can put arbitrary Perl in there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I already know, I think. Maybe not in the where it's an equal sign. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, inside there is a hash.
Inside there's this is getting annoying.
So I think let's try this one. Use data dumper and then dumper. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, use not allowed in expression a template. Welcome. Okay, near. Okay, so where is it allowed?
Okay.
Is it allowed here if I just do without I'm just playing, so if you figure out
if you just do percent, hold on, I'm looking, if you look inside of Mojo template.
Yeah,
okay. There we go.
So what I managed to do is when it's without the equal sign, then I can put arbitrary Perl code really.
Right. Percent is regular Perl code, equals is an expressions.
Okay. So someone is commenting about, Felix is commenting about Morbo, and actually that's what I've tried it, but I don't know how can I use Morbo here?
Morbo.
Okay.
Just like that.
And now if I reload, okay, so now let's change the template a little bit and put pre around this. And it doesn't need to reload actually here. Oh, nice.
Okay, good. Now you
just I show you what that's what I put, just a pre-tag, so it will be
it's more readable. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Felix.
Okay.
I forgot about Morbo. Okay. So now we have our config file inside of a controller. He uses Windows where it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, argument against Windows then. Okay. So let's write a little bit of code to list the exercises and their titles. How about that?
Okay. Also just HTML wise.
Yes, a mix of HTML and templating. So
okay, so I know this one I think I know. But if you have ideas how to write it, then that's best if you tell me then.
Okay, let's put this outside of the pre-block then.
You're right.
And let's, first we'll wrap this in an unordered list. And then we'll do, for my,
What was this?
let's call it exercise ref. Exercise underscore ref. And then in parens, CC, what element is it? Element 0?
Element 0, and then exercises inside.
Exercises.
Almost. Okay,
And that's, and exercises is an array, right? Or exercise, that will give an array ref, so we have to dereference that.
Okay. So this one, and then here I can put a list item and put the, so this is the exercise, okay, not this one, exercise ref, so this one, so I would put the title in there, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
So I put here the exercise ref title. I just have to close this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this is right, then here we have.
Hey, look, we can make
Okay.
HTML.
Morbo. There's a Morbo.
Oh, but there's Morbo. Okay, well, there's a Windows thing for everything.
Okay. So now we can turn it into a link.
Yep.
And the link should go to the URL, which is just URL. I'm actually quite proud that I managed to write a YAML file that's correct without.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Okay. We have the exercises.
Okay, good.
Let me just commit here.
Yeah, let's do you want to take out that data dumper stuff?
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Totally. Git add everything, git status, git add configuration. Okay.
Not bad for an hour's work.
Okay. Do you want to take a break, or we can go on? Or how much time do you have?
I have another hour.
Okay.
I can go until it's only 11 a.m. my time.
Yeah, we can go on.
Okay. I'll probably be useless after that.
Yeah, I can do like about 2 hours, but then that's really at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go back to your list of requirements and see where to go from here. Okay, so let's see.
You can upload a file.
Okay, I'm just checking these things off in my mind here. So
Okay.
you can create a course by editing that YAML file. You can add a list of exercises to the course, which is a link to the appropriate slide. So you got that. Names and email addresses and associate them with the course. So you got that.
Yeah, I answered this question to you. Mm-hmm. But actually a student can be in part of multiple courses, but doesn't really matter for now, at least. I mean, I don't mind also copy pasting the names. It's just the later on the access rights is interesting, but.
Okay. Let's do a thing that, I'm not sure about the logging in and getting the one-time code thing. Let's put that off for now.
Yeah, the way I thought about it, by the way, that we could try it is that it won't send an email for now. It will just say put it in a log file for it. Let's say just log it, and then we can use log the link that the user needs to use to approve it themselves. But for that, we probably need some kind of a database, which can be a file-based database. It can be SQLite. It's like,
yeah, we have options.
Yeah, I don't mind using just a JSON file for database.
That's fine. Okay. Let's, seeing how we have a requirement there for students can see the list of exercises. Since exercises are organized per course, we probably need some kind of a controller where you give it a course name or ID or however you're identifying it, and it lists the exercises for that particular course, because you don't want to list just all the exercises and all the courses in one thing. You want to be able to say, here's the exercises for your particular course, right?
Yeah, so we can also go here that said, and then what is usually slug or whatever is the name of an ID, let's say, call it ID. And then bootcamp 2021-10. Okay, 21-10. So basically, this could be almost. This could be some kind of an ID that's for whatever reason we might need for the URL or whatever to make it easier to identify, right?
Sure, or we could automatically generate it from the name. We could do a little bit of substitution of spaces with dashes and drop it all to lowercase if you want to do that.
I prefer typing twice, two times, a little bit the difference, because then if I can change the title without this
without changing the URL. That's a good point. Okay. So just so we have some more demonstration data to work on, let's make another course.
Okay.
Do you have another one that you've got lined up?
I just make up something.
Okay.
Oh, actually, advanced. I don't know when it's going to take place, but let's call it advanced. Because I'm actually working on an advanced version of this bootcamp. And
that's good.
Here we have advanced foo.
Sure.
And advanced bar. No, okay, I can't. What did I do? Advanced foo and advanced bar. And here other. Okay, so we have one common email address.
Okay.
Maybe it should be the same name then. Okay, maybe it's the same name.
Yeah, let's do that. And do we have exercises for this that are different?
So we can go to the.
It doesn't have to. I mean, if you just want to use the same exercises, we can do that for now.
We can go for. How do we find it? The old one here. Exercise act. Wow. Whatever is smolder. Okay. Some exercise with smolder. Yeah, okay. Exercise testing block tester. Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
This is like a web testing exercise.
Okay.
Actually, the full name of this is test blocks per log. Okay.
Okay. All right. So instead of let's since welcome is becoming an increasingly inaccurate name for this controller, or I don't know, do you want us to keep calling it welcome? I don't.
No, it doesn't. No, but it's now I tried to reload it and it still doesn't show both of them because we were showing just one.
Right, because it only it doesn't, Morbo doesn't know that you've changed a separate config file. It
Oh,
only, it's only monitoring, I think it's only monitoring Perl modules and templates.
okay, so
There you
now
go.
we convinced it. Okay. Okay, so they are both here. Good. And this one is showing only the first one.
Right. So let's make it so that we can pass a parameter in the URL to indicate what course we want.
Okay. Maybe we can list the courses. So
Oh yeah, let's do that.
On this page, we can list the courses and each one is a link to this URL.
Okay, let's do that.
So on the welcome page, it will be a list of courses instead of this, but
Right.
it looks similar.
Right, so let's just edit that.
Okay. Well, I don't want to ruin that because I will be using that in the other page.
Okay.
So
We'll call
basically
it
this one, right? I just go over the items here. And this is course ref. And what is in the course? Okay. It's in the course, there is the name and the ID, right?
right.
So I have the course ref, which is the name.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the ID. Course ref. And if I did it correctly, then actually I would move it, this dumping thing, I move to the bottom to make it like, if you really want to see the dumping, then it's there. So here are the two courses and they are two links.
Right, and see how it's created them relative to the root of the site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can put here this and the course like this.
Okay.
And then when I load it, then it will be /course/ name of the course, ID of the course.
Okay. All right. So the next step we're going to do is make a route for /course.
Okay.
So let's go back over to the course management.pm, number 3 there. And let's make a new route. I don't think you need the trailing. Don't put in the. I don't know if you need a trailing slash.
I thought I need a placeholder here. No, something.
Oh, right. Yes, you do. Okay. Course, and then
it's a colon something.
Yeah, I think it's colon something. So let's call it colon ID.
Okay. And it also gets the course config.
It gets the course config, and we're going to make a whole new controller here. We'll call it course. And the method that we're going to call in there, we'll call it list exercises. Let's make it underscore since it's going to be a method name.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, now I need to create a controller,
right,
a new file here.
Yes.
Right? So I'll go to the 5, this one. And this needs to be lib courses management
Controller
course.pm.
course.pm.
So it's gonna be course, and it will be the list exercises.
List exercises, yep.
List exercises, and
so that's going to
I don't need the message, right?
you don't need the message. We're just going to render whatever's in the template right now.
Okay.
If we wanted to pass variables to the template, that would be the place to do it.
Okay, but the name of the template is automatically.
Yeah, if you look at it'll be named after.
So what was the name of the template? It was example welcome.
Example/welcome.html.ep. So
it will be course list.
Course list
Exercises.
list exercises HTML EP.
Okay. Templates. Oh, but I need a directory here, huh?
You need to make some subdirectories here, yeah.
List
List exercises .html.ep.
Okay, and then course. This can be the title of the course can come here. There's no message. We don't have all these.
No.
Right.
Right.
We don't really need the dumper. We can dump it on the main page if you really need.
Mm-hmm.
And we need this one. This list. So
wait, hold on, go back. We're going to need to pass the ID that we got from the route into the template. So let's go back to the controller.
It's actually not the ID, right?
Right.
We need somehow because it's an array, so we'll have to need to find the object.
Right. So we need to put in our controller a thing that walks the config and finds the right hash ref to pass.
Okay. So first of all,
let me see here. Look in, I think in self is the controller. I think that controller has a method called param or params, I think it is. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, it's param. So if you look in param quote ID, that'll get you the ID that got passed into the route.
Okay, and I remember I played something with logging. So
let's set that to a variable. Let's just do my ID equals. And now we have to get the config out of the stash. So let's get course config. So let's do my course config or my CC if you're abbreviating. Self stash.
And it was a CC, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I need to fetch the course, which is I can do something like this. Grep from the CC where this is going to be the ID equal to the ID.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
Put an equal sign in there.
That would help, yeah, usually. Okay. So hopefully this will work.
Yeah, now we have to pass that to the template. So put render course underscore ID. Well, we're gonna be passing not just the ID, but also the course name.
Okay.
So maybe it'd be better. Oh, course is going to be a hash ref, right?
Yeah, it already contains the name.
Okay, so just do course is course instead of course ID.
Okay.
Okay,
And
let's just let's do a little data dump, make sure we're getting the right thing out.
Okay, so we back to data dump.
Yeah. I don't trust myself.
And this is course now.
Right, so dollar course.
And I probably need to remove this for now.
Yeah, just take it out for now.
Okay, and now this page I could reload.
Mm-hmm.
And well,
and look at that, we have
the
ID students. We have the whole structure there for us.
Okay, and here the other one.
Great.
Impressed. So
So now we get to loop over. Well, let's see where it says title course. Let's set that title to the name of the course. So it's going to be
just title, right? Name.
Course name.
And this is course exercises.
Yeah, take out that C.
Yeah, too many C's. And then this. Hello.
There we go.
And the other one just has one. Nice.
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have a way to list all of your courses, and clicking through them, we can list the exercises in each course.
Okay, I didn't check it, but the title is also good.
Yes, it is.
And I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, you get the default Mojolicious icon.
Yeah, I was playing with something, and it got the favicon icon, whatever there. Okay.
I'm sure it. If it's not an FAQ, it should be how to change the fav icon.
You just put a in. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. There is the public directory.
Oh, right.
You put the favicon there, favicon.ico, and then you try to convince your browser to reload it, which is the difficult part.
Okay,
But I found out that if you actually reload that file, then from that point on, the browser, at least Firefox, gets convinced, and then it will change it.
Okay. All right. So let's take that list of exercises out of the welcome page.
Yeah. We don't need this one, and this page is also, we don't need this text. Click here, URL. This, we don't need this text, right?
No, we don't.
And we don't need the message either.
No, we don't. We can put our
own message.
Yeah. Or just put something static in the H2.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't need to be sent in. Though at one point this will probably come from some configuration file in case someone else also wants to use this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll probably advise them to change the templates to whatever they want.
Yeah. Though if it could be that handled everything in the configuration files, then maybe it's
okay. Yeah.
whatever.
Well,
That's when it
cross that bridge when we get to it.
Really, really popular. People start sending in feature requests.
There you go. Okay, so we've got a thing that you can see the list of courses, and you can get the list of exercises for each course with links to those. All right. Let's this might be a little bit harder than what we've been working on so far, but let's see if we can make a thing that lets them upload files.
Okay. I can search for it.
Yay, Stack Overflow.
Yeah, but there is also the documentation. So which one shall I go? This is the...
Okay, so first thing we're going to have to do is have a form that they can upload into.
Yeah. So
let's put that in the
here.
well, they're going to have to do that per exercise, right?
Yeah. Well, we can just put it for here for now, and then later on move it.
Okay.
We don't have, I mean, these are pieces that we are experimenting with, and then later on we'll move it to the right place.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so let's make a form.
Okay, enc type. I think that's what we need.
That is the bare minimum. There you go.
Okay.
I think, here you go. Okay. I think that we should have the action contain the if we're going to have a single upload route like that, then we should also pass to that route the course that they're uploading for.
So
Well, we can make it a hidden thing, or we can put it inside of the URL. What
the
do you think?
URL. I think it's okay hidden.
Okay. So
So
input value equals, and then template.
okay.
Okay. So we'll get that out of the params to the upload route. Okay. So let's make an upload route. Did you want to make a whole new controller for that, or did you want to put that inside of the course controller?
We can go the course controller. I don't need so many controllers.
Okay.
I have no idea why I need controllers. Okay. Sub upload.
Well, first we have to make the route in the main app.
Yeah. Okay. But it's not get, it's post.
Right, it's going to be a post.
Okay. And here's goes the implementation.
Right. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is get the course ID out.
Course. Sorry.
We're going to do self param.
This one.
Yeah. Did we call it ID, or what did we call it in the template?
I think it was ID, but I'm not sure anymore.
Load list exercises. There we go. We called it.
We call it anyway.
Yeah, we didn't call it anything.
Okay, now you call it.
Now it's called ID.
Yeah. Okay. So
all right. So we've got the ID. Now we have to get the actual contents of the file.
Yeah.
That should be, I think, according to that.
This. Isn't this that we need to?
I think so.
So I have the upload. Here we say Mojo upload.
Mm-hmm.
Here we don't need to say the upload file name.
No, we don't.
And then we move it to, and then
we should probably move it to something like a subdirectory based on the course ID.
Probably, yeah.
Since you were having such problems with people uploading it to a single Dropbox.
Yeah, that's part of the reasons. It can already go into the directory. Actually, what I was thinking is that it uploads to some place, and then it automatically puts in version control as well.
Oh, okay.
So just runs git add, git commit. I do this with other things, and git push at the end. So it's just running them, and then I can clone that, and I can easily pull that, and it's versioned. So if they upload the new file again, we can see that they have different versions for the file.
Okay, so let's make a directory where we're going to store all of the files that people upload.
Brilliantly named data. Sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay. What did I do? I closed all my editors, apparently. I closed the editor. Okay. So
Okay, I think that has everything we need. So let's open up that course controller again.
I forgot, where is it?
Course management slash.
Lib course management controller course.
There you go.
And there was the other one. No, this I need to copy this one.
Yeah, we need to get the Mojo Home stuff.
Mojo Home, and then I can do this child thing.
Yep.
And I can do this home child ID, right? ID.
Data ID.
Sorry.
It's in the data. It's in the data subdirectory.
ID, and then the name of a file, which let's give a.txt. For now, just make it sure that we call it a.txt. We'll have to figure out.
Well, hold on.
We have to create the directory first, right?
Yeah, we have to create the directory if it doesn't exist.
And what did you say? Hold on.
Oh, I guess we'll have to figure out. I was going to say we should have some way of figuring out what we're going to name it, but I guess you're just going to call it a.txt for now.
For now, I think so. Probably I will have to give each exercise the name of the file in the configuration file, and then use that file name here. Though I don't know what will happen when I let them upload multiple files, but when I need multiple files for the same exercise, let's say a module and a script.
Oh, right.
But there was another issue with students don't read instructions, so
no, they don't.
So I tell them to now I have on each exercise I actually have name the solution this file name, and then they don't do this.
Right.
They give all kind of other names, but so when I upload, I don't care. I probably will care less how they called it. I'll just want to save it under some name that's going to be easier for me to recognize.
Right. So maybe we're also inside of the inside of the directory for the particular course. We're also going to have we're going to name it maybe based on their email address or something.
Yeah. So you need to have some ID per student here, and so on. But I don't know yet. So.
Okay. Well, let's break out the make dir function. Also, you need to use Mojo Home up at the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and there was something like this, right? Dir and make dir.
Oh, is it?
Huh?
Let me see here. It's a Mojo file, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Mojo file is a scalar friendly API path temp dir child
make path. it says. It's called make pass.
Okay. Make path.
Path, space, pass, whatever. Conflicting pronunciation.
Does create the directories if they don't already exist? Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, this should sort of work, right?
Yeah, let's see. We get the upload. Do we have to use we have to get from $upload? Do we have to get it from a particular param or something like that? How does Mojo upload work? I just want to be sure.
Good question. No idea. The example just says this, and this one.
Scroll up to the person's initial thing there. Okay.
Doesn't have.
So he's got file uploaded equals self request upload.
Sorry, where do you see this?
Line 5. Well, where it says my file upload equals self rec upload.
Okay. So you think that is the name of the field? I would just click on this button and see what happens.
Okay, yeah, well, fine. Let's just see.
Not this one. This one. Invalid pass, home course manager, RIP course manager, control course, line 23. Home child data.
Okay, so
ID.
it didn't exist yet.
But we didn't do anything to invalid pass. Okay.
So in Mojo file, we're doing child there.
Maybe it's not child, but children, child. I think I tried this just a couple of hours ago.
Try using
and okay.
No, that should returns a new Mojo file object relative to the path, but does that, it doesn't say that has to exist already, does it?
No, I think that's I think I home new child. I think I what the ID. So we are getting, so just something else, we are getting an ID from public and we are using it as in the past. It's probably not a good idea unless we verify that this is okay.
Yeah, that's ripe for abuse right there.
Yeah, so we need to at least check whether this is one of our IDs.
Okay, so let's pull in the course config out of stash.
And this one. And then
and we should do something if course doesn't come up with anything.
Okay, and die if not. Okay.
That'll do for now.
Yeah. And now. Different line. No, died. Okay.
All right, so it had a problem.
Probably view page source ID advanced. It's here.
Yeah, it's there.
Let's see, die
Let's give
ID,
it.
if not course. Line 20. That's line 20, right? Yeah.
That's line 20. Does it give a message over there?
It's empty.
It's empty, huh? Okay, so maybe there's some sort of magic when we're doing that multi-part upload where we can't just get it out of param.
Yeah. So let's do without this ID for now. Let's see if that works. Okay, and then figure it out if that was the problem really. So I don't care about the ID now. And here I would just say I don't even need this. Just hello.
Okay.
And let's see if that works. Can't call method move to on an undefined value. Okay, so
$upload Mojo upload new is undefined right now.
yeah, that's sort of what it's yeah.
So clearly we're not using Mojo upload, right?
Yeah. What is this?
I'm going to look in Mojolicious guides. Okay, so let's look at the parameters there. Action is upload. Oh, sorry, that parameters, all we got in parameters is ID. We didn't, so we did get ID.
Yeah, but, and this is, okay, so I'll try this one now. Okay, so I'll just say die ID, just to make sure that, okay.
So we're getting the,
probably I didn't reload something because now I reloaded the page. Okay, so we have the ID.
mm-hmm.
type file name upload. Name file. Wasn't this exactly that the command said?
I'm not sure what it
Or no,
said.
no. Name upload, his name uploaded, just to be sure. Input type file is name.
If there are no errors, file upload would be a Mojo up.
But it's written
All right,
differently.
scroll up. It says file uploaded would be a Mojo uploaded. Okay, so we still have to do this rec thing where we do self rec upload. So we still need that. So rather than create a whole new Mojo upload object, we're going to say my upload equals.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
let's call it, instead of calling it file uploaded, let's call it upload and get rid of the second line.
upload.
Yeah, upload.
Upload.
And get rid of that line there.
Okay. Good. And this is called upload now, the field.
Yes, it is. We have to go back to the template.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll better reload this file, reload the page, select the file again. So to make sure that the field name is correct. It's doing something. Maybe
Yes,
removing the files of my hard disk.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
No, because we didn't tell it to render anything after we after it uploaded. So it's just sitting there waiting for a response that will never come.
Okay. So
but if we look inside that data directory, we might see a file. Yes. We got it.
Yeah. Okay. So we just need to render something here.
Yes, we need to have some kind of a success message, right?
Mm-hmm. Render, and it will show that page now. So we can send it a message uploaded, and in the template itself,
we're going to need to make a whole new template since it's a whole new method.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't need this information. Okay, I'll just render, and I need a new template, which is going to be called, I don't know what. This is template course list, and this is
template course upload.
Template course upload HTML EP, and then this is
maybe say uploaded and give them a link back to the course page.
Yeah, we can do that. Href.
We're going to need to
the object, yeah.
We're going to need to pass that to the template.
Yeah. So here
we go back. Yeah, course.
Yeah. Okay. So let's browse for templates course this file and upload, and it says uploaded, and the link is incorrect because I didn't do it. Didn't finish the link.
All right.
Course ID.
Remember, it's inside the course
Yeah,
route.
route, yeah.
So slash course.
Yeah, and
Do we want to? Okay.
I just wanted to look at the file, that we have a new file here.
Yes, we
Okay,
do.
so we had uploaded the file. Good. So what did you want to say that we need to?
Oh, I was just thinking maybe we should have the title of the course in the link, not just in the title of the page. Like say, go back to or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Yay. So now we have a thing for uploading courses. It's not really naming things the way we want it to, but we're getting there.
Yeah, so now I just want to have a gitignore file that has the data in it. Right, git status. Okay, git add. Be able to upload a file. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I think it's we made a lot of progress, and it's like an hour 50 now, so I think we can stop it here, unless you have something that you would like to do to finish this.
Well, let's review your checklist and see how far we've gotten.
Okay.
Okay, so they can see the list of exercises. Now they can see, upload the solutions and see that they were uploaded.
Wait a second. Sorry, just a second. It's called course management, right? Okay.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. They still have to, we still have to make a thing where they upload a new revision of the exercise, and you wanted that powered by Git, didn't you?
That's probably the good idea, the best idea. So it's what we do, our part or the main part is that we allow the people to upload the same file again, and we properly name the files. And then after each upload, we can just call with system a git add and git commit and git push. So we don't have to deal any like just external commands. And then I guess I will create a repository just for I mean, probably I will have to check the sizes of the files, so they won't upload huge files here.
Right.
And
there might be some kind of a setting in Mojolicious to say only accept uploads of a certain size or lower. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and we can check in here. It says the size. I think you can check the size. So probably you can check the size even before you do the move.
Right, but
maybe there is a better way to do this. But
there might be a better way to do that, because it's probably, I mean, storing the upload either in a scaler or on a temp file. So one way or another, it's an opportunity for a DOS attack.
I'm not really worried about that, because these are students who are paying or whatever. So it's you're not so much worrying about that. I'm more worried about the fact that these are biology students and chemistry students who have like the smallest file is bigger than my hard disk or whatever. Like they have these huge data files and images and whatnot. And I have to and I might actually want to allow them to upload these files, but I might not want to put them in version control. So I'm just thinking about it now aloud, because I haven't thought about it. Just now occurred to me that they might want to upload some data files, and then I have to decide what to do with this.
Yeah, maybe they would have, maybe you should have them store them in their own Dropboxes or something, and then just give you a link.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's an extra step, but you don't want to be their hard drive.
No. Okay. One more thing that I created in the meantime while we're talking, a repository called course management. We are on the master branch, so we can switch over. I never tried this, whatever recommendation they have. I always did some different way. Git branch -m main. I don't know what this means. Git branch now. It just
You renamed the branch.
I just renamed the branch. Okay. Up till now, I always just did check out the new branch name and then removed the master branch. But I guess that's faster. Okay, and then I can push it out. And here we are in the chat.
Yep. Okay, so people can check out what we've done so far.
Right.
Make rude comments, whatever it takes.
Yeah. Okay, so back to live show, right? So thank you very much so far of this. I hope that we'll be able to continue.
Oh yeah, let's keep going. Maybe next week.
Yeah, I'll check my calendar. You check your calendar, and then we'll see if we can do this, and hopefully make even more progress. I think we made a lot of progress. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I learned a lot. And
thank you everyone for coming and showing up. You were really silent, except of a few comments. But I hope that next time those people in the chat room will comment, and we'll review this code now that we have on the website on Git. Yeah, and we'll have to start writing tests as well.
Yes, we do have to start writing tests. You're going to upload this to YouTube or something?
I put the video on YouTube, and I put the link to on the same page where we have this one now.
Okay.
The plan, I'll announce it, and whatever, it will take me some time, but it's okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, good. So thank you very much, and see you later.
See you later. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.